Howdy, y'all. Well, Jack and here with Trick Studios, and welcome to another episode of Outside the Hash. Uh, the conversation with the Necromancer worked, but we had to exchange one soul for another. So
Yep.
to get Nate back, we had to sacrifice Kyle.
I have been cured of ligma. I was told I died of ligma, but I didn't die. I did get ligma though. I'm
Yeah,
cured.
we're trying
Might...
live streaming.
Yeah.
We're talking to a total of 0 people right now, so let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you ready to kick it off with some Canadian Football League?
Yep. So it looks like Edmonton didn't play, and Calgary lost to Montreal. So I only had one game. Can you see my screen okay?
Yep.
I'm on my laptop, by the way. I'm in Illinois. I'm back home, so my presentations are going to
Oh,
be
soft docs.
radically different until I'm back home in Tejas. So, just going to be using the websites for a bit. But so, Winnipeg sucks. That I would never guess in a right mind that they would be this bad when they were still on the table. But here I am. But they did win this week
Yeah, they
for the
just had to
first
have
time.
hurt. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just their starting quarterback needed to get hurt. The one
Unbelievable.
who's
Yeah, his starting quarterback needed to get hurt just to beat freaking Ottawa, and
yeah.
only by 9. But nonetheless, they did win. So, looks like we had a few less passing yards. Ran the ball pretty well, over 200 rushing yards. Although we did not do a very good job stopping the run. So, total of 335 yards of offense. So not bad. Looks like we were pretty even in the first down game. A couple more sacks, so that helps us out. And we also won the turnover battle, so that's good to see. Love to see it. Go over to the player stats. Don't care. Chris was relatively efficient. 13 for 21 for 127 yards. Wasn't
Your
flashy, but
your MOC is the real reason why
yeah.
you won.
Right, right. Although,
Oliveira.
okay, I should also acknowledge that he did run for 79 yards and got a touchdown run. So, he had a pretty good game, I guess, at least on the ground. So, and then Brady Oliveira ran for 129 yards. So he had a pretty good game too. Receivers were pretty boring. So, my boy Terrell Bonds over here getting an interception. So shout out to him. And then, as we were talking about, Sergio Castillo carried 6 field goals on 6 attempts.
Nice.
So longest of 53, so that's not too shabby. Although,
NFL wish
considering,
they had that kind of kicking.
yeah, only if only they could sign him from certain leagues like UFL or this league. I don't know. Goodness sakes.
But to
But,
be fair, in the CFL you can use a T on kicking on field goals.
okay, so they're cheaters. Sergio's a cheater. Sounds like an ACU kicker. But so that's my only game for CFL. So hopefully Winnipeg can win now 8 in a row and get it together.
I'm sure they will because they don't have to get that far to get the playoffs.
Yeah.
I am going to pull up my. I am streaming, right? You can see my stream to you.
Yep.
Okay.
I can see it.
Here we go. So I'm gonna go through my.
Oh.
So, Calgary Montreal was my first game, so there's a lot of field goal kicking in this game too, to be fair. So that's just the week, I guess.
Oof. Oh.
This is a PAT. That's an unfortunate field goal. You wish you could punch it in from that distance.
Yeah.
That too.
Jeez.
They had a lot of drives stall out.
Calgary could have been Falcons gonna Falcon too. Which is another thing, people. I'm putting that on hold until I'm home. It's just easier that way. But we do have one game that happened this week that I'll at least give a really quick shout out when we get there.
Yeah. So Montreal come back, get the dub to stay undefeated. And then we have
Pain.
BC Hamilton, which is a different, entirely different kind of game because this game is just kind of a thrashing.
Am I 14-1? Oh my goodness. Please stay. Oh, dang it. Wait, please pick six. Please, please, please. Dang
Nah.
it. Well, they had to score eventually.
Just guy
Are you
get juked out of his
serious?
shoes.
They put up a 30 bomb on them before the half?
Yeah, they just coasted after
Oh
that.
my goodness. 34 piece. Holy God. Oh, BC is not on pace for 68. Come
Yeah,
on, BC.
yeah, it's almost
What
like they
happened?
just took the second half off because they were up
They
by
just
so much.
stopped trying? Shocker.
But here they are still scoring, you know.
Goodness sakes.
All right, so
Cool.
it's my games. We had some news this week, so I'm gonna pull these up if I can. Da, da, da. So, the Elks signed Sean Oakman, who got released by Toronto earlier, which is a pretty good pickup because he's been a all-star before. He also was, internet famous back when he was at Baylor. So he's kind of a meme. But it's a good pickup for the Eskimos. So I thought we should make a note of it.
Nice.
And then also Sean Oakman's suspension was upheld by a court, or not Sean Lemons. Getting my Sean mixed up. Sean Lemon, who was initially retired when this came out. His suspension is for gambling. So even the CFL had gambling problems. This is back from when he was in Calgary, though, in 2021. And he did, in fact, bet on one game he played in. So I don't know what kind of bet he made on that game. But
Oof.
yeah, so he came back. He played a couple. He was initially retired when this came through, but then unretired, played, and now his suspension is being upheld by a court. So he's probably done now. So he got a good couple more paychecks before that suspension comes in. And then just a meme signing, Diego Fago
Yes!
got
Former
signed.
Patriots legend.
Got signed by the Stampeders. I
I was 2
like
weeks
how
away
it's
from
funny.
getting his jersey.
It's funny that they gotta put the pronunciation there, so so he doesn't get it. So because the announcer's gonna get fired. Um, I remember him because he played at Navy. So can we talk how much of an embarrassment that a U.S. service member is going to Canada to play professional football? Just embarrassing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He goes from the most patriotic team. He goes from the Navy to the most patriotic NFL team to Canada. Come on, Diego.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't buy your jersey.
So yeah. So here they're standing. So Montreal's one in the east, and Saskatchewan is west. Is one in the west right now. Your SRS rankings are Montreal, Saskatchewan, BC.
I'm gonna say can't catch a break, dang.
Now they're having tough luck. You'd think signing Bethel Thompson would. I guess they are
The
improved.
team's bad.
Bethel Thompson is much better than Corndog.
He has improved them. It's just not resulting in wins. They're just that bad.
Yeah. So anyway, Fajardo is the leading passer from Calgary, Montreal. Logan, leading rusher. Phil Pott, obviously, your leading receiver. In BC, Adam, Stanback, and McGinnis. Kyle's game, because he's not here, Saskatchewan beat Toronto 30-23. I think this is mostly due to the fact that Cameron Duke threw 4 interceptions. So that probably your 7-point swing there.
Freaking garbage.
So Duke's Oleta, or Olet, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I don't watch much Saskatchewan football, you know. And Coxey, your leading receiver.
Nice.
So you ready for
Montreal?
Montreal. Yeah, I'm going Montreal.
This is bottom team's on home now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
I might just put an X in Kyle so I can get copy. Well, actually, what's the SRS difference right now? Calgary -7 to -7.6. Oh, how did that happen? Jesus. I still think Winnipeg, theoretically.
I'll go Winnipeg. I was leaning towards Winnipeg anyway, so I'll go with them. Saskatchewan's got to lose eventually, right? I'm gonna go BC. They got to lose eventually.
I think BC is much better. Your Eskimos or
I'm going with my boys. I have faith.
Ottawa is not. They're 2-2. Also not great. Hey, I mean
I'll
theoretically.
Be right back.
All right. Well, Nate's gonna leave us here for a second. So Ottawa. Now I'll go Edmonton here. Well, Nate is gone. I guess I will go to different news pieces. So,
Sorry.
Are you back?
I have to hide my screen for a second, but
okay. Then I have to know. I messed up somewhere in the calculation, so Kyle's either a game back or he is tied with Nate. So I'll get that fixed for next week. League leaders: Vernon Adams is your leading passer right now. Bo Levi Mitchell, Cody Fajardo. Rushing: Stanback, Armstead, Kadeem Carey. Receiving: Alexander Hollis, Tyson Philpott, and Justin McGinnis. And if the postseason started today, here's what it looks like.
Oh, jeez.
So, ready to hop over to the ELF?
Yes. So let me see if this will let me load this. Okay. So the website's giving me issues for this one game, and I mostly know why because I saw what happened. So
the forfeit.
Yeah. So I'll briefly go over that. So
okay.
So I have the score. So it's just that's gonna be really angry. Why is it doing that? Hang on. I don't like that's doing that. Stop. Hang on. What is going on?
I can see your screen. Just pull up your web page.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Or I guess I guess you were streaming the Discord app and not the web page.
Well, I think that's what I'm doing now, though.
Okay, no, I see your desktop. Or no, that's my desktop, I think. Oh, I'm on the wrong stream, I think, maybe. I want this one.
Hang on. Gosh. Let me screen. Here we go.
Plastic scuff, you know? There we go. I see your whole screen
There
now.
we go. Okay. So, the first game. I'm just going to be in this screen in general, showing all the scores, but basically, my Imagine Dragons had forfeited at halftime because they are an absolute disgrace to this league and yet somehow have multiple wins. Make it make sense. Unfortunately, the stats won't pull up, but you could tell.
I think if you went to the other stats page.
If I went to the I don't have that.
Go click the 3 bars top right.
Okay.
Stats. If it wants to load. Okay. European League of Football, top left. Scores and schedule.
W.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
we okay. 2 first downs. Um, okay. So you're getting a live reaction here because I just knew that they forfeited at half, but
Two
and
for four,
again I still don't
-3.
know how accurate these stats are, but 'cause,
I could believe those. You know, on a team
I
that
could
got shut
believe
out.
these 295 yards at half. Oh my gosh. So we
I'm
2
so
for
upset
14
that
for
they let
negative
him
3
forfeit.
yards. Yeah, we I think the key difference is we only had 5 less rushing first downs than they did. Not the fact that they had 17 more first downs. They not the fact that they had 400 more yards of offense. Not the fact that we had 0.75 yards per play. Not the fact that we had negative passing yards. Not the fact that we only had 1 interception. You know what? I'll take it. I'm proud of my boys. Well, and and this is why I'm partially not buying this. You tell me we had 40 minutes time of possession. Like,
I think they
I
gave you
mean,
probably the entire second half. That's probably where the other 30
the
minutes
second
went.
half, maybe. Okay, 8 for 8 in the red zone. But nonetheless, that game was horrible. So the Dragons are a mess. Here's a game I like a lot better though. Who's in Paris? The Musketeers in Paris, baby. Winning 41-18 over the Sea Devils. Not really a surprise considering the Sea Devils aren't that great. Um, I'm definitely underselling that. So total yardage was relatively close, I suppose, to be fair. Hamburg did outrun us, but Paris did throw the ball more. So, um, and the Sea Devils were more efficient on third down and won the time possession battle. But what it really just came down to is we're a better team
Yeah,
by
much, much,
quite a
much
bit,
better team.
quite a bit. So I wish I didn't exit out of that. That was really dumb of me because they're not going to have. I thought there
And
were player stats on here somewhere, but I guess not. Am I?
if you download the game
Uh,
book, but
that's
uh,
going to be really annoying, but
yeah. So that
yeah,
that has all the stats.
that works, I guess. I don't really care for that, but
Yeah,
um, it is
scroll.
what it is.
Yeah,
I'll just zoom in. So, um, low first
that
half, I guess, for Paris, relatively speaking, but they picked things up in the second half. So,
yeah, it's a video
they're
breakdown.
more the breakdowns. So it looks like neither team were really all that efficient on third down. Difference is Paris really wasn't in a situation uh, where they needed to convert a third down in the first place. Only having 6 is pretty wild. So, um,
Yeah,
so 3 rushing, 3 passing touchdowns for us. So we were kind of split there. Also really efficient in the red zone, although not great defensively. Um, a lot 4 for 6 is not what you want to see, especially with a team like Hamburg. But here are the individual stats. So Edwards was phenomenal, 20 for 26, 20 to 13 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns on the ground. So pretty good game for us. Had okay, that's the yards for. Gosh, that throws me off so much. I thought that was 7 sacks. I did have a team do that. One guy did do that. So for Selena all those weeks ago.
yeah.
So couple sacks and interception. So pretty good game for them. And then I think nobody has the mercenaries, right? Pretty
Kyle,
sure.
Kyle had the mercenary.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm already here, so my Seaman lost, Kyle won. So
rip.
I'll at least give a really quick
We
shout
all
out to
picked the
that.
Seaman
So
too. You know, we thought the Seaman were gonna get a winning record.
gosh dang it. And this is where I should have just not been lazy and actually made pick because I went out picked them. Because I know how bad the Seamen are. Of course, the
I mean,
Mercenaries are also
the
really
mercenaries aren't
bad.
good
So,
either.
but it was at the Mercenaries. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a fair pick. They both suck. So,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. So I will pull up. Tell me when you're on my stream.
I'm on your stream.
All right. So we got my European League of Football games. So Madrid at Frankfurt here, or I guess Frankfurt at Madrid. If the color, your uniform colors are indication from a quick video.
So we're gonna go.
Was kind of a sloppy game. There was some really bad
Oh, I got
turnovers.
2 picks wrong. Now I have 6 losses in this league. How tragic. Okay, so IFL. I gotta get that website pulled up.
Kicks, but
Yeah, Galaxy start 0-2.
what?
Did the Galaxy start 0-2?
Yeah, they started 0-2 because they lost to
At least they bounced back somewhat. Does not look like they had a good day in this game.
No, I
Granted,
think
but
I think Madrid and Rhine
are clear cut
or
favorites.
Paris are all better.
Yes, sir. My Paris, baby. Who's in Paris? Yes, sir.
So they might be the
Or-
like top of the next tier of teams, but
Yeah,
there's a clear gap difference between the tiers.
Vikings are 7-0.
Yeah, the Vikings haven't played
Yeah.
anybody yet, so I'm
They are in a pretty crap division, having 2 teams winless.
so this was the Battle of Austria for Vienna versus Tyrol.
Okay, they did play somebody. They beat a 5-1 team. Although to be fair,
It's the
the
5-1
Raiders
team that's in
haven't.
their division.
Raiders, I don't think have played
I'm upset that
great
they went
comp
back to
either.
Ben Holmes when he got hurt because I think Epler is better in my opinion.
Uh
I've watched a lot. I've watched a lot of Epler,
that's a bummer.
as the
That's our
Fundy
boy right
quarterback.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want him to stay there, even though he could very easily come back for the spring for
yeah. He can. He should just go play, and
LFA.
he should start playing. You know, just change league so he can play all year.
Just play all year, seriously. Go to the X League in the fall, man.
Yeah.
Imagine living in Japan, Mexico, and Europe for 3
Yep.
different seasons.
Yep. Fill up that passport, baby. So, this is a very low scoring game here, so there's not gonna be very many highlights here between Warklaw and Prague. Prague has my boy now, David Perkins, from the Hefes. The
Nice.
two of my teams have
Love it.
former LFA players.
I love it.
So yeah, didn't get shut out. That's the important thing here for Prague, in my opinion. You know. So ELF, one piece of news on my end is that Galaxy's quarterback got hurt, so he's on IR now. Luke Zaradska. They signed Matthew McKay, who has some Division One experience. Let me pull up his Wikipedia page. Oh, it did not get his Wikipedia page. Not what copy pasted on that link then. Alright. I know he had a Wikipedia page, so I will just search it real quick.
Oh,
So here he is. So he played at NC State for a couple of years and then went to Montana State before transferring to Elon and finishing out his career. He was on the San Antonio Brahmas preseason roster but did not make the team. So he's some starting experience at 2 different levels.
yeah.
He had a pretty good senior year for Elon. So, hoping for the Galaxy's quarterback room to be slightly better now. Still missing Jacob Sullivan is about all I can say. Yeah, so here is how the standings look. Stuttgart is your one in the Central. Vienna is your one in the East. I guess the Tirol is in the other conference, despite the fact they're both in the same country. And in the West, Rhine is your one, but those have your 1, 2. Actually, no, yeah, your 1, 2, 3 are all in that division. Rhine, Paris, Madrid are your 1, 2, 3, and then Stuttgart is pretty good SRS wise.
Western Conference is so brutal.
Yeah, like yeah, Frankfurt. That's at 2-3, but it's 7.3 still in your
Goodness sakes.
So anyway, yeah, in my games, Madrid, Duncan with your leading passer, Obi with your leading rusher, Kaya with your leading receiver. In Vienna, Raiders, Holmes leading passer, Bajarian leading rusher, and Han leading receiver. And in Prague, Warclaw, for David Perkins, your leading passer. Not a very pass-heavy game, considering your leading passer had less than 100
Mm-hmm.
yards. Brodowski with your leading rusher, and Janota with your leading receiver. Kyle's game, the Ryan Fire just absolutely smoked the Cologne Centurions, 62 to
It's
9. Uh, would have been the second highest scoring game of the week had the Barcelona Dragons played their whole game and not cowered like a bunch of losers. Uh,
for real.
so Tunga was actually not your leading rusher for the Rhine, but he had 100 yards, 2 and 4 touchdowns. So they had 200. I think they might have had 300-yard rushers when I was looking at it. Clark with your leading passer, Hill with your leading receiver, and then Nate already did this game, but yeah, Helvetic beat Mulan, and then around the league we had uh, Berlin throttle the Enthroners 47-0. There's so much gap between teams in this league. It's kind of whack.
It's insane. The talent disparity between the worst and the best is probably the biggest in this league out of any league we cover for
Yeah,
sure. There are a lot of teams that just need to move down.
yeah. They need to contract the
Go back
league.
to Italy, Seaman.
Yeah. So Jacob Sullivan, your leading passer, Schultz, your leading rusher, and Jackson, your leading receiver.
Oh my word. I just saw that first game and
I
bad. That's
I
bad.
believe in my David
I
Perkins.
believe in your boys too.
I'm going Frankfurt.
I'll go Galaxy too. I'll go
Vienna,
Vikings easy.
Madrid.
Bravos
If
easy.
forfeit, fold.
I just realized my camera's
It's
well,
it's
like out.
fine.
My
It's
bad.
not like we have. I'm not
Oops.
like I'm viewing the
Yeah, I
cameras right
know.
now. Anyway, Stuttgart
Um,
probably.
yep.
Uh,
Paris. I'm going Paris. I'm going my boys.
yeah, probably Paris. And then Ryan.
Fire. I'm devastated. 6 losses is disgusting. It's despicable.
Yeah, she just
I'm truly
quit
ashamed of
now.
myself.
At least you're not in double digits yet.
Thank goodness. Kyle's trash. That's his last place at 76%. It's kind of
Just about
crazy.
77 almost.
That sucks.
Yep. Jacob Sullivan, your leading passer, Steve Duncan, Riley Hennessy, Glenn Tunga, Tobias Bonetti, and DeWitt Brodowski are your leading rushers. Markel Castle, Aaron Jackson, Reese Horn, leading receivers. And if the postseason started today, here's what it looks like. Vienna #1,
Goodness
Steely
sakes.
by not having a bye week yet. They had the most games played.
Good job, Paris.
Yeah, so imagine if all 3 wild cards came out of that West, but that's not gonna happen because I think they play each other too much. I get the
Yeah.
The Raiders are your third, and where are they? They are 5-2. Yeah, so
That makes
2
me
and 3
nervous. But
theoretically, maybe. I guess Frankfurt, what, 2.5? Well, they only have one more loss, but they have played less games. Well,
yeah,
that'd be wild if 4 playoff teams came out of one conference.
that'd be awesome. I'm pulling for it.
All right, so you want to go over to the IFL?
I will do that. Here we go. So, sweet. Okay. So, first game, I have 2 games to cover, and then my Sioux Falls Storm lost to Quad City in an nail biter. Um,
Yeah, he went to
so,
overtime.
um, so I've had a lot of close losses. Tough season, but Massachusetts fell apart, man. 8-7, and I love to see it. That's what you idiots get
Yeah,
for that fake news April Fool's joke. I'll never let it go. So screw you guys. San Antonio, I have been informed, has tragically been eliminated from the postseason. So,
yeah, they needed both
um,
Arizona and Northern Arizona to lose, and they
yeah.
both won. So
So, season's over for us, but still got the dub, got to
Castronova still
500.
needs to cement his
Um,
MVP season
seriously,
with his
defense.
500 team.
It is insane that they're averaging 50, 60 points a game and still just squeaking games out. My brother in Christ needs help. He needs help defensively because I'm sure. Let's go to the stats first. Actually, he's had better days.
Yeah, he had much better
Um,
days. I think Nate Davis probably had the best week.
yeah, but he still had a pretty good game. But for his standards, these are actually not a spectacular game.
Yeah, he threw a
But
pick. Disgusting.
yeah, ridiculous. What is that? 3 on the year now? Something stupid. Maybe even 4. Oh, but
I think he had
still
like
threw
five
4
or six now,
touchdowns.
but it's still like half as
Oh,
many as the next guy.
unbelievable. Cut him, bum. Um, I'd be curious to see if Sam didn't play it, how bad San Antonio would have been this year. Because holy,
They would have
they maybe like to the point of like close to
if they
Duke
had
City
if they had
bad.
any other quarterback, they'd be a whole
Yeah,
lot worse.
a lot worse.
Other
Certainly
than
with
maybe
the
Nate Davis.
Storm.
Nate Davis might have been the only guy that could have.
Yeah, Nate Davis could. It's they'd be worse, but they'd
But
still
he's about the only guy
compete.
that could keep up with passing.
Yeah, right. But DJ Myers had a good game, and Naquan Murray, a couple touchdowns each for those guys. So didn't really run the ball. Wonder why. But now we'll go over the team stats. So more first downs. Wait, hang on. Is it rigged or fake news? Obviously a well officiated game. We had less penalties, so obviously we didn't cheat. Outgained Mass. So overall, looked like a relatively respectable game for us. Considering it was, a, I guess at the time it wasn't meaningless, but 3 for 3 on fourth downs, that definitely plays a big factor into this game for sure. And 2 missed field goals, so suck it, Kyle. Mass sucks. And don't do an April Fool's joke on March 31st ever again. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
The other game, my only playoff team, um, and I know they're gonna lose in the first round because Dallas gonna Dallas. I
Is
know they're
yeah.
Frisco,
Yeah.
um, but they kicked the crap out of Duke City, who has 2 wins now. Um, who did Duke City beat? That's crazy. I'll have to look at that
Tucson,
in
I
a second.
think. Or
Oh my gosh. Well, they beat somebody else. I knew about the Tucson win.
I think they won
Um,
last week. Whoever they played last week.
yeah,
The week
yeah.
before. It was another
But
bad team, I think.
yeah. But yeah, this game, this is the best offensive game of the year for Frisco, putting up an 81 bomb. It's kind of what I would hope to expect against a team like this. Yeah,
TJ Edwards, yeah.
Edwards had a pretty okay
Uh,
game.
They're
9
calling him
touchdown
Ty now.
passes.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
I was thrown off by that too, and that's why I only said Edwards. I was like, wait, is it TJ? Am I being dumb? No.
But 9 passing
Um,
touchdowns on 15 attempts or 15
Fazy
completions is wild.
is absolutely insane,
But
and
only
my boy
26 rushing yards.
Fazy McClurge might have had a player of the week. He had 7 catches for 5 touchdowns. Could this be?
Duke City
Or like
moment.
even covering this guy? Like, holy crap. I know they're bad, but you know what? I can't judge.
Yeah.
We allowed a guy to get 3 touchdowns on 4 catches, so I can't judge. Terry over here was cooking too. Um But so I didn't even show defensive stats down, but we got an interception by Richard Turner, and a couple sacks here. So yeah, so TJ Edwards had a pretty good game, or Ty, whatever you want to call him.
Whatever he wants to go by these days.
So
It's like if he Mitchell or Mitch Trubisky, whatever name he wants to go by
true.
this week.
We actually had less yards, but I'd wager that's probably due to the fact that we stopped trying after a bit. Although TJ didn't sit, so I'm kind of curious.
Oh, I did see
Yeah,
that they're gonna let their YouTuber play in their last game.
let's go, baby! Shout out W. Um, Perfect on third down. That's nuts.
Let's see if he's a better
So,
tackler than the Brahmas YouTuber.
probably not.
But I think he's
Uh,
actually a defensive
Probably
player,
both.
so he's
Oh, you think
probably
so?
yeah. I
Okay,
think he's a safety
all right,
or like a defensive back.
respect. So,
But I'm not
overall,
sure what actually kind of level. He probably played high school football. I don't know if he played college football.
and then really quick key play of the game is this Duke City touchdown at the end of the game. Is this the dagger? Um,
Yeah.
81-55. So
I always forget
Frisco.
that Duke City's kicker is Lacayo. He kicked in the AAF.
Oh, wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
We would
So
have won that league. SMH.
yeah, the hot shots were primed to
Where
win.
we were all Hot Shots fans.
Yep. And we all got there in different ways.
I think Kyle and
Well,
I got
actually,
there
you
the
and
same
Kyle were
way.
both there because of
Yeah,
Illinois. I was there because of Trevor
yeah,
Knight.
yeah.
And I say that despite the fact I have a Salt Lake helmet, but that's only because they were out of Arizona Hot Shot
Arizona.
helmets. So here is Sioux Falls, Quad City. This is a good
Due
game.
time.
So
Yeah. Are the I'm guessing both teams are out.
I think Quad City can still make the playoffs because I think their division sucks.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. It's top four.
Yeah, they need
Never,
crossover in this
never,
league. That's a rule
then
that should
never.
exist in every
Yeah,
league, to be
that's
honest.
true. Because San Antonio, if San Antonio was in the East, they'd be right there with Quad City.
Yeah, I think
Dang,
because the CFO with the crossover rule. I think every league should have the crossover rule just in case.
I agree.
Maybe not for the
Well,
division winner, but for all the wild cards.
then never mind. Then Quad City's gonna make it. There's no way Tulsa's not winning out. Quad
Yeah,
City certainly could lose out depending who they play, but Tulsa's not winning out. I'll have to see what their schedule is.
and Jacksonville's kind of good now. They got a good quarterback now.
Yeah, I just figured out too little, too late. Oh, well, okay. So hang on. Quad City and Tulsa do play each other this week. So, but then they get the Pirates, and I don't think they're gonna lose to the Pirates.
They hit the 2 point attempt to win it,
Or
and they
sorry, I
just
don't think they're gonna
they
beat
just
the Pirates.
whiff it. So that's how Quad
Mm,
City won.
tough. Ah, that hurts.
And here is Jacksonville, Iowa.
Wait, wait, wait. I gotta get there. Gotta get there. I gotta get there. I gotta get there. Oh, and this just in Iowa signing Wirt Corner at quarterback. He went to Southern Iowa University,
But Kurt
where
Warner
he
went
was a.
to Kurt
I
Warner
thought he
went to
went to Northern.
he went to Northern Iowa. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's why I was making the
Oh,
joke.
okay.
I was flipping.
Oh, yeah. I don't
I
even know
was
if Southern
flipping.
Iowa is a real
I
school.
probably not. All right, I'll just do Northern Illinois. How about that?
No,
Just
it's
different
Illinois.
state. Northern Illinois. Or
He
I
actually
could do
got
Southern
into
Illinois.
Iowa this time.
There we go.
He got to a real school, but they wouldn't expect a quarterback to be good coming from Iowa. So
Yeah, I don't blame him. You only expect good tight ends out of Iowa.
all that corn-fed
True.
men, you know.
Or white corners.
Did you see in the Madden beta he was black?
No shot. They're doubting on our boy. The disrespect. Unless if they're saying he's got that dog in him. I don't know if
I
I'd be insulted or take it as a compliment.
I think it's because they don't do any of the like apparel things yet.
Yeah.
It probably just defaults to every new imported corner is black.
Yeah.
So Jacksonville 169-43.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
That's nice.
So IFL, not really any news, but I'll pull up their players of the week
Players
from
of
the
the
week.
week. Sweet.
I think this might have been the week before, to be fair, too, or maybe not.
No, I think that's wait, is this so did they beat Tucson twice? Interesting.
Well, so Arthur Jackson with your offensive player of the week, Gillian Winfrey with your defensive player of the week, and Ernesto Locoyo with your. So yeah, I think it's from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Duke City owns Tucson rent free. They beat him twice.
Yeah. So
Goodness sake.
yeah, we don't really need to go to that news because it's old.
That sucks. Tucson didn't exist. Duke City could have gone one less.
So yeah, so Frisco's your one right now in the East because Green Bay didn't play, but we will see how the season ends for those. And Bay Area is your one over in the West, but the West is so much better.
So much better.
But yeah, so your 1, 2, 3 is Bay Area, San Diego, and then Vegas and Frisco are tied. As you can see, I've now fully committed to the meme name for Vegas because I accidentally put them as the Golden Knights last week.
Oh,
So now they're the Vegas Golden Knight Hawks.
oh my goodness.
So
The Vegas most hated team in the IFL.
same ownership. So Quad Cities once again beat Sioux Falls by 1 because Sioux Falls missed their 2-point conversion to win. Erickson with your leading passer, Wright with your leading rusher, Evander, the running back, with your leading receiver. Jacksonville puts up a nice score over here to beat Iowa, 69-43. Alt, your leading passer, King, your leading rusher, and Taylor, your leading receiver. In Kyle's games, he had 2 really good games, including a Falcon's gonna Falcon.
Yep, there's
Moment.
a brief shout out, and it will be covered once I'm back home in
Yeah.
more detail.
Yeah.
So massive Falcon's gonna Falcon though. That's probably one of the bigger choke jobs we've seen so far this year
So
for sure.
San Diego beat Vegas by 1, and Northern Arizona upset Bay Area by 1. So, and then around the league, Arizona, they woke up. They were losing 2 when they came back to beat Tucson.
Thank goodness.
So
That would have been a bad loss.
shout out to Marshawn Brinch's half brother, Devontae Saplinch.
Nice. Yes, sir.
So we can get to. I think Jacksonville is better, but they're not better than Green Bay. Better, you know.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay for sure.
It is kind of a tank pool.
I'll go Sioux Falls. I'll
go with my
Boys.
team, and you can go with your team, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Hopefully, Quad City wakes
I
up.
think Quad City should win that. San Antonio.
Sugar.
No, I didn't even notice that. The Vegas Golden Nighthawks are kind of spiraling out of control.
Oh, yeah, because they've lost a couple of them.
I think they've lost
they're both
like
9-5 now. Yeah.
4 of the last 5. They've lost 4 of the last 6.
I think Northern Arizona is going to ride the high of upset win over
I
Bay
I would
Area.
agree right now. Vegas is falling apart, so
All right,
love to see
Bay
it. Bay
Area is
Area.
sucking right now, but
They
they're
are sucking. They're not gonna suck that bad.
they're better than Albuquerque sucking, you know. And you have tied
Whoa! That's weird.
Kyle now, so
Oh, I forgot I forgot we had that bad start and Kyle's way ahead, so
yeah,
I'll take it.
so yeah, yeah. So Castanova's up to 6 interceptions, disgusting, and only 70
70
touchdowns.
touchdowns though.
I think the record is 79 from Nate Davis. So we will see if he can get it or not. You know.
Well, he needed a better game. If he got 3 more, like 2 more this last game, I think he'd have it in the bag. I know I nine in 2 games. It's doable. It's honestly doable for him, but that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, T.J. Edwards
It
can throw 9 in a game. You know, anybody can.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's possible. I have faith.
TJ using his arm though screwed him over because now this guy has more rushing touchdowns than him,
Oh my goodness! What the
and Jimmy
heck,
Robinson is tied
TJ?
with him.
What the heck, TJ? Why are we throwing? Oh, whatever. Hey, good to see 2 San Antonio receivers.
Yeah, it's almost like they
Murray and
throw some.
Myers, yes,
Yeah,
sir. Not really surprised. But
yeah. Oh, that's not what Frisco wants in the first round.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm taking Quad City to win because rent free, rent free.
I really hope it's Green Bay out of that one. To be honest, they deserve it. This is like their first good year in
I
like the last.
forgot. I don't. Let's go getting the 1 seed. Spell, TJ, spell. I want the Pirates. I'm 3-0 against the Pirates this year. Rent free, Mass. Oh man. Okay.
All right. The NAL had one piece of news. I'm actually gonna go into it. So
Yeah.
big
This is
news: the American Indoor Football joins the National Arena League, but not Amarillo or Cedar Rapids.
Nice.
Well, they actually kicked Cedar Rapids out like a week ago. So, but it's
Why
everybody
isn't
but.
why isn't the Venom joining?
I don't know why Amarillo is not joining.
Mm. Weird.
They might have
How
ownership issues, maybe.
how does this affect the Omaha Beef's legacy?
Though then again, I don't know how Amarillo doesn't get in, but Harrisburg does. You know,
Harrisburg getting in is kind
Harrisburg
of
had more.
goofy.
Maybe because Amarillo is so far away from everybody. Then again, Corpus is kind of no, because the league's in the center now. It's the Midwestern League now. I'm used to it being East Coast
Well,
League because
I
it's
was
been
gonna
an East
say
Coast League
if
every year.
Amarillo, if that was the reason, then Corpus Christi shouldn't make it
No,
either.
yeah, but it's a Central League now. It's a Midwest League, so
Yeah.
Carolina's the one that was all out by itself.
Carolina, yeah.
But they get Wheeling in West Virginia, at least on that side.
Okay.
And Columbus is in Georgia, so they've got 3 teams on that side now.
Oh,
But this does add to the NAL having like a bunch of teams that have won championships recently.
that is funny. Whaling,
Yeah,
Omaha,
because Wheeling, Columbus, Omaha, and
Columbus.
Idaho had a championship coming into this year. Of course, their league was essentially AIF level without.
Yeah.
They were the Columbus of that league.
I'm still sleeping until we lose a game.
Yeah. But,
Where's the beef, Colorado? Where's the beef?
I hope that team goes away. To be honest,
I do too.
not or they can replace their announcers.
Just give her the announcers on it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Those are
their
the
owner was
worst
pretty cool.
commentators of all time.
Their owner playing a game was kind of cool. It's just they have really
Yeah.
annoying announcers.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody needs like the announcer for Iowa, which is really good. You know.
Yeah.
So, to the Arena Football League, they didn't post
yes.
game stats, so
Mm.
where they posted game stats, they didn't have game highlights because the games were on CBS and they didn't so I couldn't get the full games to cut them down for scoring. So, congrats to the Arena Football League for actually getting a television contract and actually having it work this time. But-
I cannot believe this league is actually gonna get survive a full year.
So it was on CBS Sports, which is not a very big channel, but that's where the IFL championship game is too. So
Yeah.
I'll pull
And
up
to
the
be
news
fair, I
story,
did
but it's
say
not.
three that those top three teams would survive.
Yeah,
I did not guess the rest.
yeah. So they're on
Okay.
CBS,
Nice.
and then they have Dazn for international streaming. So yeah, so they changed the the playoff structure on me because it was 4 versus 6 and 3 versus 5 as opposed to what it would normally be.
Whatever
So
idiocracy this
so
is.
Jeff
Yeah.
Fisher's nepotism upset the Predators, but it's not super upsetting once you look into it because they actually have a real quarterback now and are pretty decent. But
Rigged for
changing the
ratings.
rules so they can
Cheater.
they double changed the rules so they could get in the playoffs too, and they got rid of Iron Man, Jeff Fisher's loser.
Cheater.
My dad works at Nintendo, so we can just change the rules. So Nashville beat Orlando, but Drew Powell was your leading passer and rusher somehow. Willems was your leading receiver, and Carolina held off Southwest Kansas. Struck with your leading
The
passer.
Liberty are so cooked.
Brooks was your leading rusher, and Aisley with your leading receiver. So we got Billings versus Nashville and Albany versus Salina in the semifinals.
Man.
This is what our
Oof.
brackets look like. My bracket's cooked.
You're cooked and
I
yeah,
shouldn't have believed in Drew Powell in the playoffs because he's been garbage in the playoffs since he left Iowa.
unbelievable, Drew. I can't believe Kyle bet against his own team in a wild card match. Like I get it if it was like Nashville in the event they somehow played Albany. I'd understand. Why Orlando, bro? Ride with your
I think it was
boys.
SRS is why, because Orlando was
Oh, okay, that makes more
so
sense.
much higher, a 10 point difference just about.
Ah, that's fair. 10 point. Okay, that's fair.
But I think that was kind of fake because they're a completely different team now. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, none of this matters because none of that changed. All right, now we're on to the Arena League.
I don't think I had any because my
Oh
you
yeah,
said my the
yeah,
Lunkers lost, right?
yeah. It was just
So
one
yeah.
game, so I will just pull up my highlights. The Duluth at Lunkers.
Oh, it was just one game. So the
Yeah, it
other
was only one game this week. Here's my weekly kick
everyone on the
return.
back. There we go. It had to happen eventually.
Yeah. I don't like the camera work in here because they kept changing camera angles, so I
At
tried.
least the lights are fully on in this arena.
Yeah, they have a nice field too.
They
Here's
do
the
have a
second
good field.
one.
Oh, gosh. Gosh, you probably could have won if they actually stopped the
Your
kick
throw
returns.
off.
Goodness nice.
This,
Or throw off. Yeah, I
yeah.
forgot.
I just realized this league has the same rules as that NFL Tour game, video game, that had throw offs too.
That's funny. That was a good game. Look at I just saw the score to the side, so
Yeah.
not bad.
I mean, a lot of these games have been close. It's just I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the brand of football because it's a little schoolyard.
Yeah.
But at least they put some money in it. Everybody put money into it except for Kansas City, who put money into their players, but not into anything else.
Mhm.
Tackle Box is a good name for your stadium, though, too.
A baller. Yeah, that's a baller name. Man, only Duluth didn't live in our team's head rent free. Gotta beat them eventually.
Probably. Maybe in the playoffs.
How many more weeks are there? You play 8 games?
I don't know how many off the top of my head. I think it might be 8.
Okay, so we're getting down to the wire. Or
Yeah,
only
I mean,
play
there's only
5.
4 teams, so it can't be that long of a
Yeah.
season. I think it might be 10 weeks.
Ah, dang it, boys.
So,
Oh,
Arena League.
oh yeah.
So I had there are no news that I really saw. Kansas
Yeah.
and Iowa both had buys, so your standings didn't change at all. Uh, Johnson, your leading passer, Rush with your leading rusher, and Payne with your leading receiver. You know that's the guy who was just
Nice.
born to rush. When you're born with the last name, so you just kind of stuck doing a job.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go Kansas City, but I have no idea now.
I'll probably go Kansas City as well. Duluth.
I mean they are the
Um,
ones that lost to Iowa, but
I'm never picking the Furries. I don't care. I'm not picking the
Kyle's still a
Furries.
game back because I don't know if Kyle will ever. Kyle might change. Try to pick up the game this week. Wade Johnson, your leading passer, Smalls, Cato, Rush, Espinoza, Bertelsmeyer, Smith,
All's throwing
Payne,
a lot of picks. Oh,
Strong.
never mind. I guess Johnson's throwing a lot of picks. Okay.
Well, Vincent
Cool.
Espinoza is the guy who's throwing a lot of picks, but he's not in your top 3 passers.
Well, I was saying comparatively to the top 3.
Yeah. Uh, your postseason, you know,
Wait,
everybody makes the playoffs. So,
stupid Furries.
all right, and now we're on to the Australian Football League.
Okay. Stop paying attention. I should have pulled this up. Yeah, but that's not a problem. Australian football. Okay. I'll share my screen and then I'm gonna go on a journey and figure out which one of my teams won. So
Fixture. No,
fixture.
fixture is standing. It's ladder.
Yeah, crap. That's why. No, I thought
No, no,
ladder
no,
was
no.
standings.
No, fixture is
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
fixture's
You just gotta
right.
go back a week.
Um, yep. So I'm gonna scroll through here. Yep. Okay. So can't believe we're doing this, but yes, the first game I'm covering. Unbelievable. The Gold Coast Suns are certified bombs. Certified bombs.
Go to
Um,
timeline. Let's see how the scoring.
so we'll go to the timeline
Ooh.
here. I had a really quick start and then kind of fell apart, and then pretty much from there on, it looked like we were control. I guess
Yeah, it was never
midway
really
through
a big
the
lead, but
yeah. Um, so
they almost blew it too at the
um,
end there. It looks like
yeah, true. Sort of not
they picked it back
within
up.
within within
Good, they got that one goal and one behind there. If they didn't
within
get
one
that, if they
goal.
didn't
Yeah,
get that
maybe, but
goal,
um, going over to team stats here. Um, obviously we had more goals, less behinds, so a bit more efficient. Um, so we had less than 5 to 50s. Not really surprised, but we were more efficient with our disposals, so that's good to see. Above our season average, held them
but
to under their average. So I'll take that. Neither team spectacular inside the 50, but again, that's right around their averages. So,
yeah,
um, had a lot of stoppage clearances, so love to see it. More turnovers though. That didn't help, but it looked like a big factor here is a 45% possession battle win versus 38. So usually that's a decent enough spread that'll help you quite a ways. So a few more marks. Held them again. It seems like we held them under a lot of their averages. So I guess that's just playing a part of that we had the ball longer. So or had the ball more. So we led most of the way. That little dip uh, towards the midway through the second hurt us a little bit, but And yeah, I guess you were right. Neither team really had a major lead, 18-12. So had more
Pretty good in Vegas.
tackles. So yeah. So shout out to the Roos. They beat the Suns somehow. Does seem like they're slowly starting to wake up and sort of figure things out, I guess. Considering we finally held the team under 100 points. Shout out. So
Let's go.
um, let's go, baby. I love to see it. So okay, so the Giants are falling apart, but they still won. What the heck happened? So this is my only other game because the Blues are my other team. So um, for the sake of holding on and getting the Giants in there, I think that's a good thing. So a lot of goals by both teams, 18-16. So that's a good thing to see. Forgot to do player stats for the other game, but I'm not going to sweat it. But a lot of disposals for the Giants. A lot of kicks, handballs. Um, both teams are relatively efficient. I guess the Blues were under their average, but not by much. Um, both were not efficient inside the 50 comparatively normally. So that hurt them a little bit. So more so the Blues, but looks like again possession battle played a big factor here. 11% spreads, pretty big. So and a lot of uncontested possessions, almost 100 more. So the Blues had way less compared to their average.
Not much
So
pressure then, I guess.
right. So a lot more marks. 57 compared to when you're yeah compared to 90 as your average is insane. Um, so Giants just put on all the pressure and despite all that, the Blues led most of the game. This might be the closest spread I've ever
Wow,
seen.
and they both had almost 40-point leads at one point.
Um, oh my gosh, that's worthy of Falcons get a Falcon. To be fair, um, they wow, holy crap! In the first quarter, I forgot to look at the timeline. I'll have to look at that now because that's insane. Yeah, that could also play a factor. 26 tackles inside the 50-4. So
Yeah, no defense by the
Giants
Blues.
um pretty rough defense on the Blues part, and that was a pretty big factor there. So yeah, look at that
It's
big
just
choke
rigged.
job there, and then the script was reversed, and
Just what they ran out of time.
it was just ran out of time to be honest. Um, so tough loss for the Blues. Going over the player stats, who was our top guy? Kieran Briggs.
Because of
But
those
5 goals for
disposals and those
Jesse
hit
Hogan.
outs.
So ridiculous. That 5 goals doesn't get you. That 5 is insane. But whatever. What do I know? Tom De Koning was the leading scorer for the Blues. Not our normal guys. I wonder if no Walsh was there. McCarry. Okay. I wonder if the Blues still had an injury because there's another name in there that usually towards the top, and I just can't remember right now, and he's not there. So,
You took two
but
weeks
those are
off.
yeah, yeah, maybe. But
You
those are
took two
my
weeks
two
off and you forgot
games.
Australia.
Yes. So, those are my games.
All right, so let me pull up my game with my highlight. They didn't get copyright strike this weekend or this week, so hype
Nice.
for that. Seems like 7.5 seconds is best cutoff for Ozzy to not get DMCA'd. Or maybe because I got rid of the audio. It's also a possibility.
Tough game for sure.
Yeah, so this is the Magpies lose this game.
Oof.
It's kind of been the story of most of their losses.
They have been.
A lot of choke jobs. So you know they're still a good team. It's just they just can't finish this year.
Oh, the Swans lost to the Spoiler.
Yeah, you'll see the Swans lose at the very end because they shank a kick.
Oh, that's hard. That's tough. Gosh, I can't believe there's still 7 more weeks in this league.
Because these are real athletes.
That's crazy. NFL's complaining about 18 weeks. Try 24. Try 20 freaking 4,
In a
bro.
sport where you run the entire game.
The entire time, no padding. Cry me a river. These are real athletes right here. Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm ever asked what's the most athletic sport, it's probably this.
Definitely, yeah. Guess and hockey are pretty close.
I guess skating is an added dynamic with
Uh,
hockey.
On top of the fact that they have to play 82 games,
Yeah.
I think that might be the deciding factor for me is the fact that hockey's 82 games. But this is still insane. And again, you don't have any padding here.
Yeah.
Not like that matters much for hockey if you get hit in the freaking face.
Yeah, so Swans missed that
Oh
shank that
man,
kick at the
that's
end and he got
tough.
a
That
behind.
stinks.
Yeah, he just
Dang.
missed it too, but it was
Oh,
straight
this should be
on,
a
so
thrashing, right?
this is a thrashing.
I shouldn't say that because the Hawks really they started figuring things out. A little too
Yeah, but
late.
Elon can beat bad teams.
True.
All their losses are can
29-1. God. Please tell me they only No! How did they go a whole quarter with just one, bro? Dang it. That would have been funny. Oh my I got sent. See, but then I go back to what these kicks require. It's really close.
yeah, because they're like 45-meter
These
kicks.
kicks are insane. It's really close for me. Which sport's more physically demanding? Yeah, I know. I probably have to go over to this. I can't, I can't imagine kicking balls like that feels
The
feels
fact that
good
the
after.
fact that you have to catch
Mm.
it and
Yeah, you have to catch it and kick it. Yeah,
kick it.
yeah, that's tough.
So bad week of picking in my games.
Mm.
So Swan's still your leader, despite the fact they've lost 2 in a row, and 3 of the last 4. I'm pretty sure.
Blues are selling. Come on, Blues. Way to sell. Had an opportunity. That's okay.
And Collingwood has fallen out of the top 8, which is disappointing.
Oh,
But I still have 2 of
oh,
my 3 teams are still in. So and Collingwood's right there.
oh.
So
I'm so scared right now. Stop. Hang in there.
so Caldwood with your leading fantasy, Chris your leading goaler, Shield your leading tackler in that. In Sydney, St. Kilda, Wilkie, Higgins, Steele, and then in Hawthorne, Geelong, Stewart, 2 players tied with 4 goals, and Mane,
Nice.
Mang, I don't know. In Kyle's game, the Melbourne Demons murdered the West Coast Eagles 112-58. Fremantle murdered Richmond 105-54. And Brisbane Crows with a closer game where Brisbane won
Okay.
97-86. But we picked all those games right, so good for us.
Oh no.
And around the league, the Power murdered the Bulldogs 102-54. So let me
Oh.
put these in. I'm gonna
You
pick
going to
Collingwood just
Collingwood?
because I want Collingwood back in the top 8. So
You said, yeah, I'll go Collingwood too.
I'm picking with
Okay.
my heart more than anything, even
Well,
though they're both
you
my
said the
team.
Cats can't beat good teams.
Yeah,
This Collingwood's all right, so that's kind of my logic. Uh,
Fremantle.
Fremantle, yeah.
I think Sydney
Swans.
bounces back.
I certainly
I
hope
think
Blues. I'll go
Carlton,
Blues.
yeah, should
Yeah.
beat the. This could be a good
That
thing.
seals the deal. I'm no longer a Saints fan. I'm going Saints. Why not?
Um, Let me check. Adelaide is
Unless if
five
it's
and
a
ten, and
significant
they're basically the same.
Saints baby. Future Nate.
Adelaide's home, so I will go. Uh,
Oh shoot. Oh, not what? You know what? Maybe I might change my mind in a second. I'll keep going. I'll keep going
Bombers,
for right now.
Dockers are both Bombers, Demons. Demons are out right now, but Bombers are one of the worst teams in the top eight, SRS wise. This could really go either way. I guess I'll go home.
I'll go home.
Well, if you're gonna lose the Kangaroos, I don't think you
Yeah,
beat the Power.
power. Yeah, for sure. I'll go Giants.
Yeah, they both beat.
I'll go
Yeah,
Brisbane.
Brisbane. Which is how
Let me
we
see.
stand in the
Okay, Kyle's two.
two back from you.
I might switch the Saints over depending on what Kyle takes.
Okay,
But I'll stick with it for now.
here's our league leaders. Gaw, your fantasy leader. Cornrow, your goals leader, and Rowell, and your tackles leader. And this is what the
Nice.
postseason looks like right now. If it started today, but it doesn't, because there's still a billion weeks left.
Oh man, these teams are so cool.
So, let's get your Major League Rugby
Damn.
bracket in.
Saber Cats. Okay, sorry. I'll start in order.
Actually, I guess I can just copy this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'd like to think New England wins. Uh, screw it. I'll go Chicago. Why not? And then I'll go Seattle.
All right. Who are your
Uh,
semis?
Chicago would be so funny. Are you two New England, Houston? I'm gonna go Houston for sure.
Kyle is Houston Nola.
I went Nola.
Kyle saw his team in a chance to make the playoffs and was like, make the championship, and he was like, nope. He didn't believe in his
I
own
might
team.
be cooking, but
I went
I'll go
Houston, New
Houston,
England.
New England, and I'll also go with Houston winning 28-15
All righty. So you're predicting more points is what your goal is then.
by 1 point.
Well, you'd be hedging your bet that the game goes over that total. Is what
Yeah, yeah,
you're like pricing writing me.
pretty much.
All right, I need to pull up what you call it, DraftKings real quick so I can we're on a bit of a losing streak, you know. I think I've missed three straight
No,
weeks, so I missed by 1 point this last week because I had Vegas over
Vegas. That's tough. Yankees suck.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
they
what?
lost like
They're 5-15 in the last 20,
yeah.
and they're losing right now, 4-1 to Tampa.
All right, back up. Okay, what are the lines in the AFL? Oh, I can get plus money on the Magpies. Okay, that's that's a possibility there. Plus money on the Demons too. I think it might be good. Oh, plus money on the Power as well.
A couple of good ones there.
Okay. Any IFL lines yet? Football. Ooh, we do have IFL lines. Sioux Falls plus double money on against Iowa. Tulsa plus 170 against Quad Cities is a maybe. You know, because Quad City is so inconsistent.
Yeah,
It's
Tulsa isn't great though.
it's the CSL here. Toronto plus money against Montreal. I think Montreal's good right now, though. I wouldn't. Ottawa plus money in Edmonton. Considering this is a battle between an undefeated team and a one-loss team, that's wild that that's the biggest spread of the week. I get that BC's really good, or seems really good, but
I I I I wouldn't trust it. I do think
I think Saskatchewan could cover. But I like plus money bets, you know.
I was gonna say I thought you were doing money outright. So
Yeah,
yeah,
money line bets are where I'm at, you know.
yeah. I don't think BC is gonna lose. But what do I know? I suck at picking Canadian stuff. I'm probably only second because of you.
My one bet I was Toronto over Montreal, so I lost that, but I picked Montreal, so you know. Demons Bombers, good. Power Suns, interesting. What's the SRS difference between those teams? 1.3 versus negative 1.5. Who's home? I think the Power is home, or the Suns are home. Okay. This is a tough week. Um, what's Tulsa's record against Quad City this season? Let me go check that. They've at least split, I think, right?
Who?
Tulsa Quad City.
Quad say yes.
And it's in Tulsa, so that might actually be a I should their schedule from here. Come on. Their website will load faster. Okay, their website is loading faster. Schedule. They killed them in Quad City. Okay, so they've only played once, and they killed them last time they played.
Yeah, then maybe it does make sense to go with that. Quad City's favored.
Yeah, Quad City is favored, so I think I will take Tulsa here. Plus, it's plus 170, so if I hit it, good pickup, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll do Tulsa. I can still miss 5 more weeks in a row and still have, you know. So we still got money in the bank, so you know.
Falling apart. But that's the bit.
Yep, you know the fact that we only lost money where you were only in the red for the first week, and then after that we've been
In the green.
yeah. I think it's in the black, but
Black, whatever. Okay.
all right. I don't got anything to close. It says we have one viewer, but I don't know if that's true because they haven't commented anything or not. So you know, so
Shout
if you're
out.
real one viewer, shout out. If not, you know,
All right. Well, I'm good. So.
Yep. So I will. We will see you all next week.